All right, that's my boy Dave. I gotta get his top 4 deck profile. What deck, sir?
What's up, fellas? We went third place at Indie Regional with Adventure Synchron.
All right, let's see the list, bro.
All right, man. So shout out Shaman King, one of my favorite animes. We went with double Stardust Synchron. So again, on normal summon, add a Spell of Trap, the List Stardust Dragon. The Spell of Trap that you're gonna add normally sends or special summons this one. So this card pretty much gets you 3 bodies. And for this card here, we went with double Revolution Synchron. I do play 2 in this, and I think it's a must only because I'm playing the Tangle build. This and Tangle is full combo, so you want to make sure that you have as many 2-card combinations as possible, and this fulfills that. You want to send this from hand off Tangle, and then also you want to summon this off of the Junk Speeder from deck. We also played 1 Assault Synchron. So this is a brick in hand a lot of times, but I mean, if you open up a Bestial post side deck, this can become full combo in a lot of situations, but most times it's a brick. Sometimes you can make Enchantress with it, but you really need it to summon off Speeder. We do go with the Star, which is the 2 Jet Synchron. So this is another 2-card combo. This and Right is full combo. This and Enchantress, depending on how you get it, can be combo. So you need this in a deck. Speaking of Tangle, we do play the 3 Tangle. This card is amazing. Again, helps you get full combo. It's another 2-card combo where this and Rev. It used to be this and Revolution Synchron would equal Baron plus Speeder, so you get the Baron off before the Speeder. Now it's Don Draxter and Speeder, so you can negate an Imperm. So you'll summon this, pitch this from hand, and then go on the Shooting Riser. Send a level 4, which is my Sharon. I'll go over this. Shooting Riser becomes a level 3, and then you float the Tangle 3+4 that goes in to FA Don Draxter, and then this comes back. You mill 1 off of the Revolution Synchron, and then that Speeder through an Imperm. So pretty good. And then we do play Sharon, so this card is also pretty good. Most times you want to keep it in deck to send off of the Shooting Riser. But it is pretty good in hand because you can obviously send a lot of cards. You want to sometimes send a Rev. A lot of times you want to send a Jet. You also want to send any of these 2. And then you also want to send the Adventure Engine as well. So Sharon is my little tech in the deck. I'm thinking like post the new set, there are going to be better level 4s to play. But for now, this is pretty good because even if you draw it, it's not a brick. And that can actually, even if you brick and you draw this card, this can actually get you into combo. And this engine is amazing, so we do play the the 1 engine. Insane. This engine helps you bait through so many hand traps. It's ridiculous. It also helps you get into ASD, the Stardust monster, and make it a level 8 in order to make your speed around effective. So this engine is amazing. Again, I'm not playing the Overtake because this essentially does everything you want Overtake to do, except it also draws a card and it also frees a monster from your extra deck. And because I'm playing the Tangle build, I don't really have, even at 50 cards, I don't have room to play the Overtake. If I was playing a different build, I might play Overtake, but again, this does like everything I want it to do. I hope this don't get banned, and hopefully just Snake Ash gets banned. We also play the Adventure Engine, man. The key to this deck, man, you want to bait all day. So this baits a lot. So if they ash this, or even if you start off with this is even better because they'll ash this so that you don't get the Griffin, and then you still full combo from here. So a lot of this is like just figuring out how you want to bait the opponent, and then this is also part of the Adventure Engine because if it can either send the Enchantress or it can send the Jet. So it typically just sends the piece that you're missing. You just try to play it as optimal as possible. All right, and then also the 1 Draco back. This comes up a lot, even at Indie Regional. This happened for me to get the 3rd place. I literally went evenly matched. He had like full Snake Eye board. He had like Apple with set with the SP and everything. He banished everything, kept the skill drain, and I literally went just Adventure Engine bounced back to skill drain, and it was GG's, man. Yeah, so this is amazing, man, for sure. The hand traps, I am playing 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Ash Blossom, and 3 Imperm. I think these are just some of the best hand traps for now, especially Effect Veiler because it is a tuner, and more specifically, it's a level 1, so this plus any level 7 goes into an 8 and can get you into a 9 if you brick. So this card is pretty good. And then, so that's 9 hand traps plus the 2 Fenrir. I wish I could play 3 of these, but I just cannot find the room. I guess since we're going go second cards, so this is 9, this is 11, so this is 14 go second cards. We play the 2 triple tactics and 1 call by. I might end up cutting 1 tactics for a 3rd Fenrir. I'm just not sure yet. I just can't find the room. But these cards are amazing. I mean, you bait through hand traps, so if they hand trap you and you have triple tactics, you are essentially ripping 4 cards from your opponent's hand. And the standard combo, again, you rip 2 cards. Let's say they Ash Blossom you or Veiler you. That's a 3rd card going from their hand. And then you activate tactics and rip a 4th card from their hand. So they're starting off with 2 cards. So that's why this is insane. It does help you bait through. I mean, get through a lot of hand traps. So if they Ash like your Enchantress, if they Ash the Fateful Adventure, it didn't stop you from getting the Griffin. You tactics, look at hand, and rip the 2nd. Pray that they don't have a 3rd, because man, Snake Eye be going crazy with that 3rd hand trap. And then moving on, we do play the 3 tuning, man. I love this card. Essentially, I'm playing this over the overtake because I am playing the Tangle build. This, again, you maximizing your 2 card combos. This and tuning is full combo. This and Tangle is full combo. This in any form of the adventure engine is also full combo. A lot of times, I mean, you can get out of a jam. Sometimes tuning can just become a 1-card combo. It rarely happens, but I mean, it's there. You want to have some gimmick in your deck, you can add a Jet Synchron, Mill, and Enchantress. That happens like 1 out of every 20 matches, but I mean, it increases consistency.
That's broken.
Yeah. It's the only like 1-card combo in the deck, man. Other than that, the deck is a bunch of like 2-card combos. Yeah. And because of that, you do want to add on consistency. I really love this card. Small World pretty much gets you anything. It gets you the missing piece. If they Ash your Enchantress, it can get you any missing piece. It might be able to get you a Tango. Even if you open up double Tango, you can Small World pitch 1 Tango, reveal this because they're both win, and then go ahead and reveal the Witch. So even like this, let's say you open up Enchantress, this, and a Tango. You can always still have full combo. So this card is amazing, man. And then the last card is the Stardust Illumination. So again, this is what you're adding off of the Stardust Synchron. So when this is special off Speeder, you'll add this, and then you'll special this. And again, this pretty much counts as 1 body. I mean, 3 bodies in the deck. Because you special it, that's 1 body. When it leaves the field to summon like a Synchron or Stardust monster, you get a token, so that's the 2nd body. And then when a monster tributed, aka by this effect, you'll summon it back. So that's 3 bodies all off 1 card. This is amazing, man. So again, 50 cards in the main deck. It's been pretty optimal for me. I used to play it at like 45, but I did find myself like bricking on some of the one-offs. And I mean, I added like a 3rd Small World, a 3rd Witch, and I just think 50 is more optimal. Definitely more consistent. The only downfall is sometimes you don't see your side deck post side. So, I mean, if you want a die roll, you're good. But sometimes, I mean, that is the downfall of playing 50 cards. Shout out to the boys, man. My son Alejandro, Grandpa Sean. They always tag along at different events, man. We're going to get another token at YCS Texas. I'm sorry, Nats, Texas. Hopefully I can get like 3rd place at that. That would be amazing. Yeah, Cowboy. Oh, man. So starting off, we do play the 1 Herald. This is probably a cuttable card for now. I'm not cutting it because I can't find a card that's better than it. It does come up a lot if you need to make this before Speeder. For example, one game in the regional, I had like no cards in hand. So I couldn't go like the ASD route. So I summoned this. before making Speeder and then summon the Jet, and so he did have an Ash because my opponent was also on one card, and then this baited the Ash Blossom and then Speeder resolves. MVP of the deck, can't really play the deck without it. I mean, some hands you can, but man, nah, the deck would be dead without Speeder. You don't even know what this card do. This card literally says summon, effect, resolve. You just win the game. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, that's pretty much the card.
TG, you draw anywhere from like 2 to 7-ish cards, depending on like what cards you have in hand. So this is the reason why this is essentially an FTK, because even if your opponent has like, you know, Super Poly, Dark Ruler don't hurt this deck, but even if they have like Dark Ruler with evenly, the fact you're drawing like 2 to 7 cards mean you're gonna draw like 1 to 2 hand traps. So not only are they getting ripped for 2 cards, so they're left on 4 cards in hand, and that's if they didn't hand trap you. You also have hand traps in hand to compact their board, and you're not dying. So normally your bodies on board are really big, so they're not gonna OTK or anything. You're gonna live for sure. You also need to play the Excel Synchron. This mills any Synchron monster for cost to increase or decrease its level. More draw power, but most importantly with Trail, this helps you get the token, and it also is a level 6 to help you go into a level 10.
I think it's just a gold version of that card up there. It's just a different card.
Yeah. And then you also play the Shooting Riser. So again, you really only play this for Tango. If you're not playing Tango, this is a very cuttable card for sure. And if you're not playing like Tango, this is probably cuttable too. But again, this helps you 2-card go into Speeder and Don Draxter. Don Draxter negate a spell of trap. So again, you want to. Baron really didn't hurt too much. Obviously, you love Baron. That was a really good card. But essentially with Baron, you were only negating spell of traps, and again, negate spell of traps. The Star, man, this card is amazing in the deck. You play the ASD with the Stardust Dragon. So this is how you're making your sync rolls unaffected by card effects, man. The amount of people that fall for it is insane. Ripping 2 cards with the Omega, the Crystal Wing, negate monsters, and then you also make the Despater. So this is like incredibly easy to make in this deck. So again, summon a level 2, make this, and that's how you're bringing out the Omega to rip 2. We do also play the Shin. So against Despia, this card is needed because against Despia, essentially you end on Crystal Wing and Despater. I mean, you rip 2, it don't really matter as much in the branded deck. But essentially, you want to end on, instead of making this, I mean, you can make this if it comes up. You'll want to end on this as well as an Omega. So you'll rip 1, and then on your turn, you'll bring this back and then pass just on these. Don't activate the second effect. You'll just pass for the simple fact, if they don't have a card in graveyard and they're standby phase, you'll activate Omega, put the card that you banish off the Spader back in the graveyard. And then once they set like an Albass or summon Albass off of fusion deployment, if they choose to activate effect, obviously you'll negate it with this. Resolution, you'll activate banish the card, and then Shinyan, you'll go ahead and banish that Albass on field and banish the card on graveyard so that they just can't super poly your board off or contact fuse your board off. So it's all about really, man, about playing smart. And then we also played 1 Shin. This comes up because you're playing the Tangle build. It's a lot easier to make because of the 2 level 4s. Again, the Stardust spell can increase the level 4 by 1, so 5 and 4 make this. And a lot of times, man, Snake Eye has a hard time getting over this. And then 1 Psychic End Punisher, super easy to make off of the Tangle. Man, this card is amazing. A lot of decks cannot out this. If you just go Shooting Riser, Tangle, you have one of the Tangle floats, so you can always activate this effect, banish one of your Tangles, and then a lot of times you can just sit on this, keep going to battle, don't even attack, go to battle, increases attack, and then just pass. And a lot of people just have a hard time. This backed up with like 1 hand trap, people can't get over this, man. This is amazing.
If you have like less life points.
Yeah, but I mean, if you guys, I guess the flex spots in the deck, because you notice I'm not playing Crimson Dragon, I would say this is a flex spot. This is a flex spot, and then if you're not playing Tangle, the Shooting Riser is also a flex spot in the deck as well. Hit me up in the comments, David Tucker, my name on Facebook. Y'all want to theorize, because I do plan on taking this deck to Facebook. I'm a big black dude, man. Y'all see me on Facebook. I know it's like 100 David Tuckers on Facebook. But y'all see me, man, just type up David Tucker or hit up Rogue Hero, man. He'll get y'all in contact with me. Y'all want to see a combo tutorial, man? Give my man to like 500 likes. We're going to get that combo tutorial for you, man, for sure. It's a lot of crazy stuff you can do with this deck, man. A lot of it, obviously.
Play the big synchros like shooting Quasar and stuff.
Yeah, I like the toolbox approach just because you can go like different routes with it. Because if you ever brick with your hand, it's always some type of synchro you can make in
Let's
deck.
do the side deck. Let's stop closing.
Yeah, man, let's do side deck. So again, Shaman King, 3 nib in the side. With this, you want to play as many 3-ofs because you're playing 50 cards. You want to play as many 3-ofs as possible. These Bestials are amazing against Despot. Pretty much good against any deck that's not Snake Eye. You can even put this in the main deck if you're going first because it helps you combo. 2 Droplet is pretty good as well in this deck. I want to play a third, but I got to theorize and find room. We also played 1 Harpies. 3 evenly matched. Again, man, that is insane. It's good against Snake Eye. It's pretty much good against any deck. I mean, this with evenly is also insane. That's why I want to play a third copy of this Droplet. But evenly matched, man, is insane in this deck. Don't let nobody sing y'all off, man. It is pretty good in this format. And then we are playing the 3 cross-out designator. In order to stop the hand traps, because Snake Eye be having like triple hand traps, man, and it just be eating me alive. But man, most times with this deck, you can play through 2 hand traps, but that third one, man, eats you up. So that's where this comes at. And if post side deck, when you go first, put in the cross out, man.
Any final thoughts, shout outs, anything?
Man, shout out to everybody that came with me to Indy to help me get 3rd place, man. JoJo, Bless, Alejandro, Percy, everybody that came. Shout out to Rogue Hero, man. Thanks for profiling me. We're going to try to top this next. Get top 32. That'll be amazing, man.
First place.
Yeah, first place, bro. I'll be goated if I get first place. Man, hit me up with any theories that y'all got, man. I look forward to hearing from you. All right, cool.